The devil's advocate, in Latin, advocatus diaboli, is a frequently used expression in today's language. We hear it used in debates, in the media in general, in the context of various topics, even in informal, unofficial discussions. Here are some examples taken at random from the internet. I played devil's advocate and asked the uncomfortable questions of a psychologist. Play devil's advocate. This is one of the most useful tips on how to be more tolerant, because it consists of making a conscious effort to defend ideas you disagree with and to attack your own. A good MBA professor must be a devil's advocate, etc. The meaning of the expression devil's advocate refers to the attitude/role that a person assumes when defending an idea, a point of view in which he does not necessarily believe, but does so to provoke the development of the subject of the debate, to reveal as many aspects as possible. Devil's advocate is also someone who positions himself in permanent opposition to the opinions of others or to the current norm, who questions things that seem unclear, wrong, ambiguous, who constantly manifests a negative, circumspect, suspicious attitude, who resorts to a polemical tone to force the disclosure of things that he believes would have a negative impact. If the meaning of the expression advocatus diaboli is generally known or can be deduced from the context, its origin, which is over 5 centuries old, is less known. Initially, the devil's advocate, advocatus diaboli, referred to an important position within the Catholic Church, established in 1587 during the reign of Pope Sixtus V, through which the legal aspects of the canonization process, the passage of a deceased person among the saints, were finalized. More precisely, the advocatus diaboli, also called the promoter of faith, in Latin, promoter fidei, was the one who had to be skeptical to argue against the canonization of the person in question, precisely in order to clarify all the misrepresentations or false evidence. He was the one who confronted the advocatus Dei, advocate of God, who brought arguments in favor of canonization. Much later, in 1983, Pope John Paul II diminished the role of this position. In the event of a possible canonization, the Vatican being able to informally request the critical positions of the opponents. This is what happened, for example, in the case of Mother Teresa, the nun of Albanian origin, who founded the Order of Missionaries of Charity, canonized in 2016 under the name of Saint Teresa of Calcutta, a process contested, among others, by the Anglo-American writer and journalist Christopher Eric Hitchens. Currently, within the Catholic Church, advocatus diaboli only has the mission of presiding over the meetings of theologians within the canonization process. He can express his opinion, but without the right to vote. The expression devil's advocate has gradually passed into the profane and is proving to be increasingly popular, perhaps also because we live in an increasingly contradictory, conflictual reality, and then, inherently, people's attitudes become distrustful, and the truth is harder to detect.